This 52 pickup was built in 3 days for a quick sale. After 14 years, it's now part of the family. That's next on Street Rotting American Style.
Lonnie, tell me what we're looking at here.
An old pickup. It's a 52 Chevrolet, half ton, and not very many bells and buttons, but just an old pickup.
Yeah, but it's got my attention. And was that the purpose of creating this truck the way it is, to get the attention of people to look in this way?
Originally, the purpose was to keep my employees busy when we didn't have anything to do. And then as things would turn out, it wound up being one of the best signboards I ever owned.
So it wasn't originally to be a signboard or a billboard for you, it just came out that way.
Yeah, I thought maybe we could, slick it up a little bit and make some money off of it, make it, be able to turn it real quick. And as it turned out, kind of got used to having it around. And
where did you find the truck at?
A friend of mine's a tool dealer, and he had bought the truck and envisioned doing a whole bunch of wild things with it. And it laid in his garage in pieces and in primer. And after I strategically bid a paint job to him, he thought it'd be cheaper to sell it to me.
Was that part of the strategy?
Well, I think going in, I kind of knew what I could do with it.
So it all worked out for you in the long run, really pretty good.
It worked out good. I mean, we just used the truck, drive back and forth between the houses and the shops, and then it just became a habit that if it wasn't sitting out front of the building, somebody wanted to know if I had sold it. And then we realized the impact of it.
Lonnie, does it work for a billboard for you?
I think it works as a billboard. One time I had a customer come in with damage to the front of their vehicle, and I'd asked him, how the accident happened. He goes, well, actually, I was looking at your truck driving by, and a lady stopped abrupt in front of me, and I rear-ended her. And I thought, well, this worked out wonderful. Just about paid for the truck with one accident.
So is there anything unique about the truck itself?
Unique things about the truck: Buick flipper hubcaps, air ride suspension. It looks like a plain Jane truck. You can't really tell what it's got. I mean, it's got an original 6-cylinder motor with a late model transmission behind it. And unique flames, bright paint, good stance, lake pipes, spotlights, everything they did kind of cool in the 50s.
The 6-cylinder, 235 straight 6 on that?
Yeah, it's a hot water 6. Basically, it's just a stock truck. But I had dual exhaust on it with split manifold at one point, but it'd give you such a headache going down the road. We just slipped it back to a single exhaust, and like I said, it's just a plain Jane, but it catches people's eyes.
Now, what kind of air filter's on this?
It's got an oil bath system on it. You won't find a K&N air cleaner or anything like that on it. It's all original stuff they ran back when Moby Dick was a minnow.
But now also, didn't they come out with this engine with no oil filter?
Yeah, I mean, if you had an oil filter, it's something you added. So I imagine longevity of the motors were a little bit to be desired.
You say only 3 days to put this together. How can you do it in 3 days?
Full of enthusiasm and energy, and motivated by being broke, thinking I was going to sell the truck. We, what they call Earl shive, we kind of slid around it, kind of sped up the process, but it wound up having slick paint, slick body, and I mean, as we got into it, we started getting a little pickier and pickier, and it was a 3 days that took probably a month to recover from.
Ever get rid of it?
I've been offered probably twice what that truck's worth, and I've turned down offers. No, money at this point, money won't motivate me to sell it.
So Lonnie, the truck is really part of the family, would you say?
Yeah, I would say it's not going anywhere.
Bed rails look really nice. They really stand out and pop out. Was that an idea that when you looked at it, it needed the bed rails, or was it something later on you said, hey, let's put that on there?
I seen a cartoon rendering of a truck like this, and it had the old, hay rack rails on it, and I thought that'd be kind of cool. I didn't know if it'd work on this truck, but I think it works. I've had them on and I've had them off, and I've had people, comment that it looks cooler with them on it, so put them back on.
It looks good. Headlamps. What'd you do to the headlamps?
Well, it's got what they call winks on it. Back in the 50s, they ran these light visors, and they call them winks. Basically, just a stainless steel cap that covers up the top half, kind of shoots more of the beam down on the ground. Just a, an old custom trick they did back in the 50s, just like the lake pipes and the curb fillers. Truck's got curb fillers on it, just kind of a 50s deal.
Excellent looking billboard, excellent ride. Can you do me a favor? Can you let me hear this bad boy?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.